up, Shadow here, and welcome back to Fallout 4 VR! Righto! Let's get right down to business! I don't even know if it's day or night. Which is actually kind of bad, because I would want it to be day. Because we're going to at least try to buy some stuff right now. I have no idea how much money I have left. But we'll see, I guess. Because obviously right now we are in Diamond City, and we need to go back to Sanctuary because we got the armor perk level 2, so now we can fix up our armor even better. Yeah, it looks like day. Nice. And for that we need glue. So I'm thinking maybe she has some glue.
You? I don't know you. Just keep your distance.
Oh, calm down.
Keep calm. I'm standing still.
That's exactly what a synth would say. But I don't know. Are you really, human?
That's funny. If you go, I actually tried this a few times. If you go with a sarcastic answer, you actually lock yourself in a state where you have to convince her that you are actually a human.
Human as the day I was born.
Well, you do.
Which is kind of funny, but
I'll
yeah.
be watching you.
You can still buy at her shop in the night when the robot is around, but
good
yeah.
eyes. Got it? All right. We can do business, but no funny stuff.
Ah, no jokes.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Come on.
Everything you need.
Okay, let us see what she has. Duct tape. That's how much money? Oh, we don't have too much money, but we'll get what we can, I guess. Shipment of adhesive. That would be nice, but we nowhere near the amount of money we need for that. Typewriter. Oh, come on. I hate that. Sorry, I needed... Yeah, typewriter was the last. Okay. Accept that trade. Thanks. At least you got some duct tape. I don't know if he has some of that as well.
Lets you stay in cover and out of sight. But you might want a secondary weapon for flexibility.
Yeah, no.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Something for everyone.
I'm rather interested if he has junk as well. Yeah, only shipments. Right. And that would be stealing. Squatter! Okay. I guess we'll go back to Sanctuary and see how far we get. The map just updated with something randomly heard on passing by. It could be the combat zone. I think that's something they talk about. Also, I'm trying something new today. You cannot really see it, but you know, with the Vive, there's around the rim of the Vive where you push it against your face. There is a some kind of protection there. You know, you can actually you can exchange it with. It's like a Velcro exchange system. And I think standard is something like a foam kind of protection rim thingy, right? And my brother, actually, he has also a Vive, and he bought himself a new set of these things, but not a foam one, more of a leather kind of thing. And in these packs there was always 2 of them, and he gave me one. And I'm trying it out right now, and there's a few things about that. For one, in my opinion, it creates a tighter seal around your face, because with the foam thing, at least to my knowledge, I could always like look down a little bit and then have a gap between my nose and the VR, the Vive, you know? That is not possible anymore. I really need to push it over to actually even get a gap. Also, because of that, it sits very tight. It's comfortable, and I think I'm pretty sure you're closer to the lenses of the Vive. And I think it looks a little bit better now that I'm closer to the lenses. Looks a little bit better than when you are a bit more farther away. There's only one disadvantage with that. If you don't have contact lenses and you're short-sighted or something like that, you cannot really wear glasses with this, or at least when I tried, it didn't really work with my old glasses. The new ones don't fit anyway, but you know. So yeah, kind of cool thing. The only, well, I already said the only bad thing. The thing that I could think of, if it's like really, really hot, which it actually is today, but I have a ventilation system in my room. There was just like a beeping sound. What the hell was that? Everything's fine. Okay. The only real disadvantage, in case you actually don't need to wear glasses, you know. For the ones who have glasses and don't have lenses, there's two disadvantages. One disadvantage for all other people is it gets kinda, I don't want to say sticky, but if you sweat, and it's really weird if you take it away, you know, it's this classical like sweat on leather thing. It's not very nice. I mean, with the foam thing, this just basically sucks up all the sweat, and then it's very gross if you give somebody else to wear it. I guess with this one you could just wipe it up real quick and then it's ready to go. It will not soak itself. So I guess it's kind of an advantage then. Interesting. Oh well. You know, when I watched the video last time, the little excursion that we did, I just noticed that I went that whole time without saving. You know, just nonchalantly, just basically completed half an hour with a lot of luck on my side, I have to say for myself, on my part, you know. But yeah, that was actually kind of impressive after I watched it the second time. It's like, hey, you survived in survival mode, like without saving every 10 seconds. That was good. Very good. Oh, I think we walked into a situation. I don't know what these guys are, if they're scavengers? Yeah! We'll basically take advantage of this situation. Boom! Down! Oh, fuck! Stupid raider! Oh! Holy Jesus on a stick. That almost killed me. Holy crap. You know, I technically know that this place here is always bad news. There's always enemies here fighting each other, being just general annoyances. But yeah, still I come here like an idiot, expecting peace and harmony. Well, or something like that. I need to heal, Jesus Christ. Okay, where's my inventory? There is my inventory. Also, when we are in back in Sanctuary, I need to cook some meat, I think. Because we have a lot of raw meat with us, but that's not really useful, you know. We don't need that. Because, well, it gives me a lot of radiation and not a lot of health. So we need to cook some food. Might give us some more experience, which is nice, you know. And now we just try to not walk into more trouble on the way. That would be the goal. But I cannot guarantee for nothing. You know, sometimes it's actually kind of exciting though, living so close to the edge, you know. Makes the game a bit more interesting. Makes you a lot more frightened of enemies. Something that probably won't happen in Fallout 76 because dying apparently is worthless. I don't want to whoa, shit! Ah! Oh, God! That was comedy. That was comedy, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly what happens if you say stuff like that. Oh, perfect. A save, a curious little boy, and boom! Right, it didn't happen since a long, long time now. We didn't die a long time, right? For a long, long time, we actually survived like we're supposed to. Now that actually pisses me off that I couldn't really save on the way. Oh well, okay. Well, I guess then today's journey is just gonna be basically our way back to the Citadel, nothing else. Alright, buying the glue again.
I don't know you. Just
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
your distance.
Yeah. Calm down.
Keep calm.
That's
I'm
Human as
human,
the day I
whatever,
was born.
whatever.
Well,
Come on.
all right.
Let's see what you have.
Everything you...
Yeah, sure. Actually, I'm thinking about selling some of my stuff as well, because the 308, do I really need that? That's a rifle cartridge. I don't think I need that. And the 38, I'll keep that for now. 50 cal, I cannot see myself using those. These, maybe. Fusion cells, obviously. Gamma rounds, not sure about those. There we go, but that gives us at least a little bit of a... I don't want to say a head start. Oh, and now she has less... Oh, come on. Ah! I hate this. This gives us a little bit of a different menu here. Different things to buy. She has less duct tape than last time. That's kind of a disappointment. So we might actually not be able to really get our armor upgraded, which is a bummer, to say the least. Well, still, we need to go back to Diamond City. No, what Diamond City? What am I talking about? Sanctuary! That's where we need to go, obviously. As I said, to like cook food and whatnot. And maybe, if we're lucky, we can get like one upgrade for our armor. You know, I was wondering if there was some scenario where I could have enough armor and actually survive that mine explosion, because it was actually several mines at once, right? And, well, maybe in power armor I could have survived, but even that is questionable for me. Oh well. Should we talk a bit more about Fallout 76? I don't know if we should. Because at this point we cannot talk too much about it. Something that I forgot to say last time. From my observation in the video, in the trailers that they showed, there seems to be some kind of a bounty system. Because you see, in one of the trailers, you see some guy engaging another player in the PvP. You know, he kills him. And when he mouses over him, he sees like the name, some other information, and then there is like, I think, some caps at the bottom. And when he kills him, he actually gets caps. So that might be a way to balance things. You know, if players commit gruesome murder and nuke people's bases all the time, they might accumulate a large amount of caps on their head. Now, my question is, what can we do with those caps? Realistically. Because if you have played Fallout or Skyrim for that matter as well, there is a point that you reach in the game where money doesn't mean shit anymore. Maybe not so much in survival mode, but in normal mode there's a point where you have so much money, you don't care. You really don't care anymore. You buy everything you need, you buy shipments of glue, you don't care. And I wonder if these caps are really gonna be worth enough so that player might think twice about it, you know, like, ooh, should I really do that or increase my bounty, basically? Because if these caps are not really that worth it, then why should people care to come and hunt you down? You know, I just want to say it's very dangerous to hunt a dangerous player, but you know, death is not really a problem, so why wouldn't you? It's kind of conflicting. I said it last time. This game is kind of conflicting in some ways to me. Cannot really make sense of it right now. I also saw a funny article. Well, I'm not even sure if it was an article, but it just saw a sentence. Somebody said it's like the multiplayer online survival game that nobody wanted 6 years too late or something like that. And I'm not sure if that is fair, but it might come true. It might. I'm very skeptical right now. I came around it a little bit, you know, especially on the multiplayer part, but just the whole design of it. Right now it doesn't scream Fallout to me. It screams weird mess to me. And I don't know if that is true, but I also read something about it comes out on the Xbox first, which I find ridiculously stupid. It's not the issue that it comes out on the Xbox especially. I just hate it in general when things come out exclusive for one platform before another platform. If there's no very good reason to it, you know? So, yeah. If that is true, that's kind of stupid. And, you know, there's always this... if there's an article like that, there's always the comment sections, and you know you shouldn't read it because it's cancer. Because it's full of people who fanboy for one side or another. You know, people be like, oh, you know, the superior console gets the game first, as always. And then the others are like, yeah, you kind of beta test it before we, the master race PlayStation players, get it. Or, well, you have fun with your little alpha versions. The PC master race is gonna have fun with modding, you peasants. And I don't understand that kind of thinking. I myself am primarily PC player. I play a little bit of PlayStation, never really played Xbox, but that has nothing to do with the Xbox itself. It has to do that I just got the PS first, and I just stuck with it, you know, out of, how you say that, you know, habit? Let's see, oh yeah, it's 2 mines, that's devious. And it's in middle of freaking cars, which means if it explodes, the cars might explode too. And then
No
it's
way
a
I could
stupid
pick this.
master save. And I betcha, there's jack shit inside. I could almost, like, 100% for sure say there's nothing inside that save. Nothing worth it. There never is. Not in Skyrim, not in Fallout. I never opened a chest, a master chest, and was like, damn, I'm so glad I had lockpicking on 100 here. Never.
Who's that?
Never without mods, I should add here. A little caveat there. Because there's some good mods that add some stupendously epic loot to both of these games, and then you're actually excited to open up chests. You know? But in the normal game, I mean, this always fucked me up really well. You know, mind fucked me basically. There's like a crazy cave with traps all over and filled with zombies and other abominations of all kinds. And at the end, there is a majestic, huge chest filled with all the goodies. At least that's your thing, what you're thinking. And you open the chest, what's inside? A health potion, 2 lockpicks, 50 gold. Oh yeah, thanks. Thanks very much for that, assholes. And basically I come over here to kill some mole rats, because why not? Come on! Hiya! I'm gonna get me some mole rat meat here. Hiya! And I have to say, it's really fun to smack mole rats around.
Can I be of service?
That's kind of cool. I guess if you can one-hit enemies in melee, then it really becomes a cool system. Then you just whack them and they basically physically get thrown back. But if there's enemies who actually take a lot of hits, I found that out in Skyrim. If there's enemies and you need to hit them several times, it's so weird because there's no feedback to it, you know? You can just basically, you can strike through things without ever getting like at least a vibration, you know? And then I always think of games like Gorn, which, as limited as Gorn is, you know, in comparison to Fallout, from its scope, the better its execution is. I mean, it's masterfully executing a melee fighting game. I mean, yeah, there's a bow in it and some slings, that works too, but the best thing about this game is the way you can interact with your opponents, where you can strike them with weapons, you know, literally disarm them, you know, with a sword. Stab them with a spear and then toss them over you because they actually stick at the end of your spear and you can lift them, you know? Stuff like that. You can throw weapons at them and if you know, based on where they land, they deal damage and whatnot. And that's cool. But yeah, you know, that's, I guess, what happens if you do not design a game from the core, from the base for VR. But instead take a game and then port it to VR, which of course this here is. I mean, they would have had to completely redo the melee system. And not just that, any sort of combat. That would have been too much, probably. And I kind of understand that, but you know, there's always this little voice in my head that says, what if? And I think I said that 1,000 times now. If I could combine games, right? Like, take the world of Fallout, add the melee from Gorn to it, and then things like reloading and weapon handling from hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. Stuff like that. I don't think I would see daylight ever again. I would live my virtual existence forevermore. No, of course not, but you know, it would be so freaking enticing. Because all these games that I really like on VR, that do something very well, are very, very specialized things. As I said, like hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades, it's a simulator of gun mechanics, and it's not gonna be anything else ever. Even though there's some game modes in it, it's just shooting at like robots and targets and whatnot. And it's never gonna be a big RPG kind of thing, you know? And I know it's gonna sound sick, but you know it's true. You want, if you have weapons, you want to shoot people. That's just how it is in games. You're not satisfied with shooting targets. Although that's fun. You know, go into hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades and plink a little bit, you know. Do some target shooting. That's fun enough. But at one point you're wondering, I wonder how quickly that would take out like a super mutant or a zombie. But yeah. Right, actually let me save. Ah, home sweet home. Where the Brahmin haunts the attic. Beautiful. Let's sleep a little bit here. And now let's see, how much glue do we have in total, and is it even enough to do something? Let's first transfer. Alright. And then craft. Now, let's see. Oh, now we're missing fiberglass? Are you kidding me? And of course adhesive. So fiberglass and adhesive. Can we mark fiberglass? I think we can. Yes. So let's do that. Fiberglass and adhesive have been marked. And then what else is there? Wasn't there another piece that I wanted to edit, so to speak? Let me check real quick. I'm pretty sure there was something else. Was it the combat armor? I'm not sure anymore. Because our normal leather armor gives us 11 and 20, and this gives us 15 and 15, and also 15 again. Metal. I mean, we can see if we can mod this baby. Reinforced combat armor and shadowed combat armor. If we get one more fiberglass, and this thing will be absolutely great. And if we get even more adhesive, we can do the polymer combat armor. Then we're exactly where we want it to be. To be fair, it will. I think is it normal that it loses? Oh, it loses its radiation. Now the question is, do we want it to lose its radiation? I mean, I could do the asbestos lining, and then we had 15 normal damage resistance, 30 energy, and 15 nuclear or rad resistance. I think that's actually the better option here. So we're looking also for ballistic fiber. Okay. Let me put it back where it belongs. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, don't you? So next time we have a goal. I think we'll probably, if we look at our things here, we have a quarter mastery and some more cleansing of the Commonwealth. We wanted to go to Hubris Comics anyway, so I think that's what we're going to do next time, right? Raiding Hubris Comics, although there probably won't be too much glue in there, but who knows, right? Maybe we're gonna be lucky. All right, let me see. My orientation is actually perfect, spot on. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.
Solid.